Come here. So, we're having a conversation, and I want y'all's opinion on it. The question is this. If you have your teens or young adults, because I'm not going to just call y'all teens, young adults, living at home, are you okay with them having their company in their room? And by company, come here real fast. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Company. Company.
So I guess to start, so if I was an uncle, right, and I had my nephew or whatever, my niece or whatever, living with me or something like that, I mean, to be honest,
this is your niece. You have your niece living with you.
Right.
She's a ripe old age of 18.
Yeah.
And she comes in and she's got, you know, like her boo-boo with her. You know, let's say she 5'7". He all a 6'3", like he bench press you twice.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And then she walking him up the stairs to the room. Talking about we about to go upstairs. How you feel about that? I'm just curious.
First off, I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing him. Hold on. Wait a minute. But I don't know. Since you put it that way,
I'm just curious. You know,
I guess I want to know who he is first. I guess.
What you think?
But I want to definitely know who he is.
On the serious.
So if you know who he is, then you okay with him taking her upstairs to thrash her? That's what you're telling me. As long as you know
since
who
you put it that way, no.
As long as you know who he is, he can go up there and thrash your innocent niece.
Nah.
Is that what we're saying here?
I think it depends on how mature they are to do. Not.
She's very mature. She's got all A's, smart girl. So it's okay with you then?
No, because it's not. I mean,
damn, got all these excuses. Is it okay for y'all? Let's go there. Is it okay for y'all?
Are you talking about like if
it was you? If it was you?
If it was me?
If it was you?
I'd have to bring them around you a couple times.
Why is it okay for you but not okay for your niece at the same age as you?
I mean,
I'm just so confused. I'm confused.
I have to bring her around, yeah.
What?
I feel like I'd have to bring her around a couple times.
What?
Like to you. Like,
okay,
so
but as long as she come around, then it's okay. I'm just curious.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, you see her. You know, you seen her a couple times, then not even a couple times. You see her one time, then I think that's enough. Yeah.
You know, my opinion on it is this. I feel like.
But if she not like, I'm saying one time for like a girl that's not even like, you know, not even like girlfriend material.
What does that mean?
Like, you know,
what does that mean?
What
does that mean? What did that mean? What exactly is that? You said she's not girlfriend material. What does that mean, Marco?
Not girlfriend material, right, DJ? Not girlfriend. You know what that means.
Are we supposed to like rent a hotel or something for the night and let you know?
Cause you're going to do it one way or the other. He likes to do it in a hotel, they'll do it here.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know. My opinion is this, okay? I'm joking, but I'm serious about the other stuff. I feel like if you 18 and above at living at home, I think that's perfectly fine, right? Because I think that people be rushing their kids out way too early, and it's just not a good idea. I do think it's unrealistic to expect that your young adults living at home are not going to do what young adults would do if they wasn't living at home.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. And I think that when people like, it's disrespectful to my house for you to be doing that in my house. Well, what's the difference? So you say it's disrespectful for how? What is that based on? So here's my couple of rules to it. Okay, let's have a conversation about this. Okay, first of all, don't bring nobody in this house that you don't fully trust. Because even if it's just as you called it. My point is, why would you want somebody who that's all their worth is? Why would you want them in the place that you sleep, the place you gotta live? If that's all they worth is just, why would you want them in your house?
No, that's a hotel girl. That's a hotel girl.
Okay. And so that's my thing. Use your best judgment about that.
But I mean, I said bring it around in one time. know what I'm saying?
Well, no.
So,
I want you to think about this.
Yeah.
If you've only brought her around one time, you gonna put her up in your house and everything like that. Do you plan to monitor her while she here?
Oh
Or
no,
do you know
all the
she
girls I
gonna
bring
be
around,
taking?
if
you
you
gonna
see a
monitor
girl,
her so she ain't
no,
gonna
I'm
take
just saying,
pictures
no.
of your stuff
Hold on, let me
and
clear that
everything
up.
like
Let me
that?
clear that
So
up.
she,
Let me clear that
yeah,
up.
okay.
Let me clear
Because
that
you
up.
met her one time, so
Any
that
girl,
must mean
any
you can
girl
trust her, right?
any girl that I bring around you, I trust first.
Okay.
Like, I have
what
to
do you base
trust
that
her.
trust on? Because you met her one time and she ain't even worth nothing more than just. So what do you base that
I didn't say I met her one time. I'm saying you met her one time.
Okay.
Dang, why is he, bro? DJ,
I'm
that's up, bro. Guys, but
So you've had some interactions to establish
Exactly.
trust first. You letting him do all the heavy lifting. What's your
No,
thought?
'cause that's basically the
Uh-huh.
same thing too. I would want to trust them first before I bring them around or bring them into the house. So I don't want them where I live if they untrustable. I mean, what would be the point of bringing somebody that's like unloyal or untrustable in the house?
Make sure you have some text
I'm
messages
definitely-
too. No, listen to me on this.
Yeah.
You definitely what I'm gonna tell you this. You definitely what?
no, I'm definitely like, you gotta like you.
Mark
Like,
don't
oh,
trust
what?
nothing.
I
He
don't
don't
trust-
trust the sun.
I really don't.
He's
I
like,
really
I don't
don't.
even know if it's really sunny.
I
If
really
it's
don't.
sunny or if it's an illusion.
So you know, if I bring a girl around you, you know that she trusts. Like
I would
trust
hope
her.
so, but I
Like,
also know
she's
I
somewhat,
also know
like-
you a teenager, 19, and I know that
Right.
sometimes other heads can prevail. So
Right.
I would hope I trust you though, I do. But I will say this much: one thing you need to think about, and I don't care where you at, and make sure your young people and your kids hear this too. Text messages. Screenshot that. I'm serious, okay? If you know if she coming over for what she coming over for, then make sure she got that in writing. Well, I'm looking forward to for you coming over to do whatever. This is not the time to be coy because you need that in writing. Because these people, male and female, can sit up here and say, "Oh, that wasn't what the plan was." So have that in writing before you bring somebody up in your private space.
That's real.
I don't
That's
care
real
if it's in your house, your car, hotels, or wherever you at. Yes, get a little something in writing. A little text message ain't never hurt nobody. Don't be sending no pictures or nothing. No. You know, unless you comfortable with having your stuff broadcasted. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm serious about with that.
Now, I can say you like on some real stuff. You are a very reasonable person. Like he really is. Like ain't like
he is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, you're really reasonable. I know back a couple months ago.
With sneakers,
if you want to, yeah. So
the issue wasn't him bringing the girl over. The issue is him trying to do it in secret. My thing is, if it ain't nothing to be ashamed of, do it.
And I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to
go
say,
ahead, please. I'm sorry.
I wanted to bring that forward. And let
Okay,
you know,
okay.
You know, that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? And since then, I've always had you meet them first. So,
That's very true. That is. Very true.
I wanted to bring that up.
Just
to first off, let you know that you are a reasonable person. So
I appreciate that. And my thing was, I told Marco this lesson. I told DJ this lesson after the fact. I said never date in isolation. That's a big thing. That's the problem with some of y'all's kids, because y'all don't want them to feel comfortable bringing nobody around. And so, don't bring that in my house. Who that girl in my house? Who that man? Who that this? Who that that? And then so they date in isolation, and the next thing you know, they getting their hearts broken in isolation. They making mistakes in isolation. My thing is bring them around. I want to sniff her out. Okay, I want to, hey, Sugar Plum, how you doing, boo-boo? I want to see her. I want to see her with my own two eyes so that my own instincts can kick in. I want Marco to see whoever DJ chit-chatting with. I want DJ to see whoever Marco chit-chatting with, so that, with that said, everybody can give them, if I'm talking to somebody, I bring them around. It's dating is, why is it so shameful? Why is it a secret? This ain't 1952 where you need to be hiding the fact that you dating somebody. No, I'm just saying, like, this ain't that back in the day stuff where it's so shameful to be dating. Well, back in the day, there was a lot of shame attached to dating and a shame attached to intimacy, so people have brought that forward. And my thing is, I don't want you dating in isolation, because my thing is, rather she's a, as y'all call it, or she's a whatever else, you need to know, has my instinct. I'm gonna guarantee you this, and by this we're saying she's a good girl, we're applauding her. You know what I'm saying?
righteous.
Rather she's amazing or not, or rather she's temporary or not. Every human being, I don't care if you're 20 or 72, is at risk of their mind not seeing clearly when other things are operating. So I say, bring them around. Now I got one other thing. I'm gonna say this real fast. I don't feel like talking about this no more, okay? If she trustworthy, if she this and all that other stuff, I got one thing I want y'all to hear me very clearly. This is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Am I clear? Am I clear? Get a close up on Marco as he tells me that he's going to agree to this.
Clear.
Am I clear about this one? Get a close up on DJ.
Yeah.
Am I clear?
Yeah.
Am I clear? Okay. I don't care who is coming up in this house that you trust, blase, blase, blah, all that good stuff. All right. Make sure security meet them. Okay. But.
Security?
Yeah, let me make sure. Okay. I do not, under any circumstance, want to hear nothing going on in the room. I don't want to hear a dog.
No, that's
I don't want to hear a dog on thing. Put a fan in front of your door. Cut on Netflix and movies. I know you not sitting up here watching the Nature Channel at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. I don't want to hear nothing. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing. Okay?
That's true. I understand that.
All right.
I understand that.
And don't have no little girls leaving about this house at 4, 5 in the morning, having my neighbors think that I'm nasty in this house. Saying what they doing in this house. Let her leave during the nice hours a day, okay? She can eat breakfast with us before she leaves. Okay? Are we clear?
Gotcha.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Y'all comment below. How y'all think? If y'all think that, what y'all thoughts is on this subject? All right. All right, y'all. Bye.